What's up, YouTube? Dr. Kemp here, and getting ready to do another video on something that I hope that you find interesting. And so today I'm going to talk about let's talk about the Leslie control switches, the Tremolo Chorale control switches. Let's deal with that, okay? I have some here on my desk, and there are more modern versions of these, but I like the vintage version. So that's what I have, and this is what I'm going to share with you. Vintage Leslie Tremolo Chorale control switches. Let's begin with this first one here. Now, this switch, it is in the traditional vintage brown bake-like case. You will note that it has two positions. It says tremolo, on, and off. So it's on, tremolo, on, and off. Tremolo would be, or tremolo, we say tremolo. I'm from North Carolina. Tremolo would be your fast speed. So your rotor is turning fast. Whatever, however you have it set, however you have your belt tension or your belt set. And there are usually at least 3 settings on the motor where you can determine how fast your rotors will turn based on where you place your belt on the spindle of the motor. What am I talking about? See, now that's something else. I'll grab one. And since I don't want to get this wrong here, but see here you got 1, 2, and 3 levels here, and the belt can go here, the belt can go here, or the belt can go here. And I don't remember right off if it goes on the top when it goes slower, if it goes on the bottom when it goes faster, something like that. Or it could be vice versa, but the belt can go, and you know, I don't remember, but I put mine in the middle. That's where I put my belt, so I put them right here in the middle. But you can put it in either in the top, or you can put it in the bottom. I think if you put it in the top, it goes slower, and you put it in the very bottom, it goes faster, because this is wider, and so it pulls it more. I don't know. I think that's right. But I usually put mine, like I said, in the middle. So that's the upper motor there. Okay? Well, this is designed for the 1-speed motors. Let me show you a 1-speed motor, what that looks like, because I just showed you a 2-speed motor. Maybe I should have called this video motors, Leslie motors. But here's a 1-speed motor.Maybe I'll do another video on that. And so this is what it looks like. Okay. So let me put this over here. I'll do a video on that. Okay. And that just do a separate one on that. But just to show you that, so this goes on and off. That's off, on. So it works with the 1-speed motor that goes fast, and then you click it on. This comes on and goes fast, And then you click it on off, and this stops. So this particular type of switch, Leslie switch, and this is Leslie, is designed for the vintage Leslies, such as the Leslie 21, the Leslie 21H, the Leslie 22, Leslie 22s, like the 22R, 22RV. That's what they're designed for the 1-speed. For the Leslie 51s, which are all 1-speed Leslies. Leslie 47, that would be a 1-speed Leslie. So all of those that I just said, the latest, the 22s, the 21s, 21H, 22s, 51s, and 47s. Those Leslie models. This is what you would use if you would put this on your organ. You have 1-speed Leslies, and it goes on, off, and on. So this is what you'd be switching. So when you switch it on, you're gonna get hit it. That's what you're gonna get right there. Okay, with this kind of switch. That's what it's designed for. Then you have these. Now you could wire it. You could wire it to run fast or slow, as long as you have a 2-speed motor, or you would have to use a kit. I have a kit over here that you can connect to a 1-speed motor to make it variable speeds. So, but traditionally you would have a 2-speed motor, fast motor. You would have the slow motor down here, fast motor here. So the upper motor is fast, the bottom motor, this part here, is slow. Okay, that's on a 2-speed motor. Those things are heavy. So with that type of motor, and that would, you find those motors in the Leslie 122, Leslie 122Rs, 122RVs, Leslie 147, 147Rs, and the 147RVs, and the Leslie 251s. That's when you find your double motors. And so when you have those Leslies, this is what you want to have on your organ. You want to have the Chorale Tremolo Leslie switch. And so it would sit on the organ like this, like that. And so this is what you would see as an organist, and you would flip the switch back and forth. That's your back. So when you switch it to Tremolo, it goes fast. Chorale, it goes slow. Okay, so rotate slow, fast, slow. All right, and you see it has little ends. Now these ends are used when you have a kit, like a 26-1 kit. I showed you some kits on another video. You can go back and look at that video on the 26-1 kit. Here's one in the bag here. And you see that this little hole there? That's where this goes. Okay, right there. Okay. Now notice that with this particular switch, you have the block lettering. Just the block, plain block lettering. More difficult to find, however, is the Leslie Chorale, Tremolo Chorale switch with the Leslie script lettering. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's more difficult to find one of these. This is vintage. This is vintage 1960s types of switches. And so it's hard to or difficult to find nice ones, and especially ones with script. I have many more. I have 3 times as many block letter as I do this kind with the script, and you can see the difference. So you can see why this one is preferred. I mean, I like it. I mean, look at the script. It's beautiful on the organ. This looks beautiful. And I mean, this does the job. Either one of them, they do the job. But look at the difference. So it's about aesthetics, okay? All right. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to say about this? Well, I don't think so. I think what I'll do in the next video is I'll talk to you about more about Leslie switches. I'll do several videos on Leslie switches because I have different switches down here. But in the next video, I'll talk about the Leslie ensemble. So until the next video, Hammond Doc saying, peace out.